Welcome back, Morning May Talk with your boy Frank, Experts Podcast, episode 13. 13 is where we at. It's funny, man, when you don't make a video for 12 days, 13, 14 days, 2 weeks, so much shit happened that it's like, damn, like, how can I even get into all this? You know what I mean? But, hey, man, here I am, and I'm back. So, last video I was saying, don't be surprised if we don't get Doe Bronx and Dustin Poirier, and I mean that. Like, I wasn't just saying that to say that. Like, don't be surprised if we don't get that fight. Like, and I was saying this the other day. Like, fights will be talked about, and there'll be rumblings, and you got guys who, like, Brett Okamoto, you have other guys who, they kind of, like, drop Woj bombs almost, and they show you, like, this fight is next, and a fight will be getting talked about. But it won't, like, you won't see one of them, like, with the little cards with them next to each other. You won't see, like, a official fight announcement for months, sometimes a year. Guys will be linked and contracts will be sent and guys will be talking shit, but those fights aren't actually, like, linked for months. And, you know, I had a friend say, well, why is that? And I was thinking about that, too. And honestly, it's because, for one, negotiations. And then for two, hey man, people be on some bullshit. They be releasing shit. Like, I don't know if y'all remember. I want to say it was RDA, but a fight had got announced with him and somebody, and he was like, "I've never been sent these contracts," and we kind of talked about it. It's probably years ago, and we kind of just let it slide under the radar. I think I even said he was capped. I'm not going to attempt to go back and find that because that's crazy. I don't even know how people... That's another thing. I don't know how people get canceled. I don't know how you go back and find people saying something crazy in videos. I'm like, how the fuck... How'd you... Like, the dedication research you have to put forth to find something is crazy. But, like I was saying, I ain't going back. But we scrolled over that like it was nothing. Like, he's saying y'all are saying a fight's been made or been talked about, and he ain't even heard nothing about this. It's like, I think that happens often, and I think that's what happened in this Dustin Poirier and Nate Diaz thing. And like I said, it's been weeks. This happened weeks ago, and of course, I ain't even record on it. Even at the time when it happened, I didn't even say much about it in my podcast. Like, I kind of just rambled over it. But like, okay, so Nate gets on Twitter and he's like, let's fight. Don't be scared this time, though. Because y'all remember they were supposed to fight before. Then he says, I knew this was one day. Then he came back the next day and was like, I knew you was a pussy bitch. That's 2-0. Boss the fuck up. Quit being a little, I do what I want. You do what you're told. And I was like, yeah, Nate, let them motherfuckers know. And Dustin responded, they're lying and you're getting played. And that tweet didn't get as much attention as the shit talking, but I looked at it and I was like, it's like, it came to my mind. Everything came together and I was like, yeah, they be bullshitting. Like, they probably telling him one thing on the phone or through email and telling him one thing and telling Dustin something else. Like, or Dustin doesn't even know at all. Like, and that is manipulation, and that is business, I guess. But yeah, bruh, yeah, that's what happened. That's literally what happened. Break it down for y'all even further. I think I'm gonna give you exactly how I feel. Like, what probably happened. They probably told Nate, like, yeah, we're trying to get you and Dustin lined up. He's doing this or he's doing that, or his team hasn't reached back out to us, and Nate's probably like, yeah, okay, so this is probably what's going to be next for me. I'm with it. But then he's hearing, this motherfucker's not even with it. So it's like, oh, I'm going to get on Twitter and call him a bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's scared. And Dustin's like, you're being lied to. They playing you. And they are. And I feel like they could be playing them for multiple reasons. One reason they could be playing them is just to hold him up until Conor is back, so you can go Conor again. Maybe they know they can get less on him if he fights Jorge again. Like, they got, and I feel like it is all money. A lot of times stuff happens and like, oh, it's not completely money or it's not all money. This is all money. I feel like they want to pay him the lowest amount. And Dustin just fought Conor, and they like, hey man, fuck that. fuck that. Nate is a big star. But you know, we've been paying Nate all this bread. He been losing. Like, nah, we gonna let Conor get the tune up back with him, I guess. We need Nate. We need Dustin for a money fight. But we're gonna tell Nate that, you know, we're trying to get Dustin, but Dustin's not cooperating. That's what's going on. It's that strategic shit. So you can pay people less. Like, you're gonna be able to pay Nate significantly less if you tell him, like, yeah, we got this Dustin fight, we trying to get you, and we're gonna go for, say they tell him $5 million, right? We got this $5 million deal, blah blah blah. But he's not accepting, and then you talking shit, and then maybe they can use that to leverage to get Dustin to fight him for that low price, if that's a low price for him. Let's say they're saying $2 million. Let's say $2 million is low for Nate. But then the Conor fight comes and they go, Conor, oh no, I put that shit together just now. So they tell him, bro, we give you $2 million to do this. Dustin don't want to fight. Then they'll say, man, well, shit. Well, Conor's here. We'll pay you $5 million to fight Conor. And he's like, all right, I'll take that $5 million. That's bullshit, bro. That is, man, that is crazy. But I think that's what's happening. Then you can lowball him on the Conor fight when he should be paying more, and Conor gonna make like 20, and it's like, shit, we'll give you 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, that's crazy. I gotta go back and look. Let me see how much did he get for the. Oh damn, I'm talking about $2 million. Bullshit. He ain't gonna make that damn much. He got $2 million to fight McGregor, and then the Pettis fight. What? $270K? $270K for the Masvidal fight. $271K for that Leon Edwards fight. Fuck. I did not know that. I'm so glad I know that now. So I definitely know they lowballing his ass now. Oh man, they lowballing. They lowballing the shit out of him, because Dustin just made, was it 1.8? Oh shit! I just stumbled upon something. So yeah, plus the pay-per-view buys, Dustin made. Let's just take his base salary. Base salary of 1.5. They gave Dustin 1.5 to fight Conor, right? So I bet what they doing is like, Nate, we've been giving you $271K to fight, but we're gonna try to get you this Dustin fight for a cool $1 million, right? Cool $1 million. And you're like, cool, $1 million, but they saying Dustin doesn't want it. So then they're gonna offer him the Conor fight and be like, yeah, we'll pay you. What they pay Dustin, 1.5? So they probably like, well, we'll give you $2 million to fight him because we gave you $2 million last time. When in all actuality, that's some bullshit. They should be paying him way more to fight Conor because he beat him, and it's a trilogy. And then guess what? If they say, hey, we'll give you 2 to fight Conor, and then he's like, I want more, they'd be like, all right, fuck it, we'll give you 3.5, we'll give you 4. When in actuality, the motherfucker should probably be getting like 10. Oh man. I just got into fighter pay in the last video. I'm not gonna get back into fighter pay, but man, yeah, he's being manipulated. He's being lied to. They're gonna try to fuck him. And it's like, this is not me saying he's not intelligent, his team's not intelligent, but it's a situation where when the numbers are big enough, you can be as intelligent as you want. You could think, hey, I'm worth $10 million to fight Conor again. That could be his thought. I'm worth 10. But if they tell you, hey, we'll pay you 1.5, then they say, okay, well, we'll settle with you. We'll give you 5. We'll give you 4. You still worth 10, and they getting a deal on you. And it's like, fuck. They're gonna get a deal on him. Either way, they're gonna get a deal on him. Dustin made $3.6 million because he made 1.8 on the pay-per-view buys. So it's like, shit, if you give Nate, let's say he made $2 million on the pay-per-view, yeah, man, and they say we'll pay you, say they pay him 4, and he gets $2 million, so he come out with $6 million. Bruh, that's crazy, bruh. You just know Conor's still gonna come out with more money than that. It came out with $18 million the first time. It's just like, dang, bro. Yeah, so Conor gonna come out with $20-25 million. I know they cool with Nate coming out with maybe 10 total. They cool with that, but it's like, that is bullshit, bro. It's some bullshit. and they can jerk Nate around now at this point because it's like you're the last 3 fights, you 1-2, and we only paid you $270K to do it, so we're not gonna pay you more this time. So yeah, they manipulating him and his team, and I think he's gonna get fucked in the end. But it is what it is. The Conor McGregor thing. So like I said, bro, the last Conor McGregor video, I'm kind of glad that was my last video for a while because it kind of sat up there, and I watched it again, and just the last part talking about like mental health and that kind of stuff, and like I said, bro, if I want to reiterate this before I start going in. If a motherfucker's going through something bigger than just spilling water on his shirt, but if a motherfucker's going through something, like for real, some real shit, I'm not trying to make a joke, but some real shit, then I don't say we excuse behavior, but I hope a motherfucker gets some help for his behavior. But I don't think I talked about the Conor and DC thing and got into it with DC. I was like, that shit crazy. But the Bisping thing, I was like, oh shit. I was like, man, this is just another. And Bisping just inked a new deal for 4 more years of doing commentary. Shout out to him. It's just like he just gets into it with everybody, Conor, and his tweets and deletes, and it's just like, when are y'all gonna be sick of this shit? When are we as a community gonna say, hey, bro, if you need some help, go get some fucking help? Like, I can go to his page right now. I'm gonna go right now just to see. Let me see, cause I made a Twitter for my MMA page. I never used it. I hope I don't see no crazy shit, but there's a 75% chance I'm going to the page right now. I'm gonna see some wild shit. No wild shit today. Thankfully, no wild shit. Nothing's going on. You good? Everything good? Let me see. Make sure no crazy shit happened over the past day or so that I don't know about. Cause I be missing shit, y'all. I be missing shit. Let me see. Nah, everything look good. No bullshit getting said. Good, man. Okay. His name is clear. But I'm just sick of the bullshit, and I'm telling y'all right now, straight up, all my videos moving forward, I'm not talking about that bullshit no more. I'm not talking about Dustin Poirier shit. And he was talking about Dustin like a week or so ago. Like, I'm not talking about none of that shit. Dustin was right. He lived rent-free in his head. And Conor, he lived rent-free in everybody else's head because he keep talking about the bullshit and sensationalizing shit and talking shit with Bisping. It's like, it's all a whole bunch of, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a bunch of horse shit. And I'm not talking about the shit no more. Through with it. So, moving forward, like I said, I already talked about fighter pay. I don't want to keep talking about fighter pay. I really don't, but some shit we got to get changed here pretty quick. Let me see. I had one more for y'all. Hold on, because we talking about Nate getting manipulated, and I was like, somebody else is getting. Oh. The rest of this is gonna be on a much lighter note. Kevin Lee. Y'all know I rock with Kevin Lee. Like, I really rock with Kevin Lee. Like, when he knocked out Gregor, I was like, oh man, Kevin Lee is back. Like, I really, really, really rock with Kevin Lee. And he said I haven't been doing much media, and he hasn't. I haven't seen him in a while. Like, recently I have, but before that you hadn't really seen Kevin Lee do a bunch of media. But Kevin Lee's out of his fucking mind again. Like, Kevin Lee is said, what did he say? I'm already top 5 welterweight. I'm like, what? Like, I heard him say it. I'm like, what you mean? Like, what ain't welterweight? Like, and he's like, nah. I looked at the top 5 and I was like, these guys don't do shit. And literally, when asked about it, he said, yeah, but they don't do shit. And I don't think people, they didn't get the laugh out of that I got. Like, I was really dead. I'm like, Kevin Lee's out of his fucking mind. But at the same time, hey, man, them dudes don't do shit. They don't do shit. I looked at them. They don't do. Usman's a good fighter. He don't do shit. I really, you gotta understand. like I said, I ain't against trash talk, and I'm not like for it either. But this is that kind of shit I love. This is the kind of trash talk I want to see. Like, he didn't give no real breakdown. He was just like, yeah, they don't be doing shit. Yeah, I gotta appreciate how funny that is, man. Like, he said, no, they don't be doing shit. Like, it's not even trash talk. It's not even like, he not even disrespecting them for real, but it's just like, he's like, they don't be doing shit. Like, that junk is hilarious to me. He's like, I bring more to the table. And when I was saying he was out of his mind, like, it's some killers. Like, and he was like, yeah, it was, man, nobody really tested him like I could test him. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, what are you talking about? But, I appreciate his supreme confidence in himself. I really do. And I really don't consider that trash talk. He's just a wild buck. Like, he's just wild. He's just wilding right now. And it's pretty hilarious to me. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm really appreciating Kevin Lee right now. Let's line him up though. I mean, he's about to fight. He got a fight here coming up, but if he wins that fight, let's put him against Masvidal or somebody. Let's see what he got. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'm all for guys having to wait their turn. Let me look at the welterweight rankings, man. Kevin Lee got me dead. Let me see. Let me look at the rankings for welterweight. Shit, excuse me. Let's see. There we go. Where's he at? He's not in the rankings. He's not in the top 15. Boy, Kevin Lee, you're a wild buck. He's not even in the middleweight rankings. He's not in no rankings. Let me see if he's still in the lightweight. He's 11 at lightweight. Okay, thank God. Thank God he ranked somewhere. So, I mean, I guess you could say he beat Chiesa. So, Chiesa's ranked 7. He beat Chiesa years ago. I don't know, man. I don't know what Kevin Lee is looking for, but my boy Jeff Neal need a fight. Let's go there with it. Let's go Neal. Oh, let's not go Ponzinibbio. I want to see Ponzinibbio rise back up. I'm not giving him a top. Man, hell nah, bro. He's not getting the top 5 guy, bro. No way. He was like, Leon, don't be doing shit. Nah, Kevin Lee. I'm sorry. I'm not with that. Neal's at 10 though. Fight Neal. You're supposed to fight Brady, but that kept getting broken up. They got him 13 right now. You see, they just snuck Robbie Lawler into the rankings at 15, right? See how they did? I told y'all about that strategic sneaking people into the rankings before fights, so you can. Robbie Lawler might be 11 by the time he fight Diaz. Just whatever. But yeah, Kevin Lee is out of his fucking mind. He is literally wilding. But I like Kevin Lee, so I guess I gotta roll with him. I mean, I guess I gotta roll with him, bro. I guess it's like, all right, if that's what you believe, bro, then I believe you for believing it. But I don't think he's right. I don't think he's big enough to fight Kobe Covington. I don't think he's big enough. I think Kobe Covington would steamroll Kevin Lee. They go out there, just take him down, and beat shit out of him. That's no disrespect to Kevin Lee, but yeah, man. So just keeping it light, man. I'm gonna keep it light with some more funny shit. Bro. I'm just gonna get off all the funny stuff, right? So Khabib, right? I always say that you shouldn't. Certain people you just shouldn't ask shit. Like, Bill Burr talks about how, like, what did you think that? I guess they were asking one of the y'all remember Duck Dynasty, one of them about Black Lives Matter or something, and it's like, what do you think he would think? Like, look at his age and where he grew up. Like, this motherfucker sits in mud holes, like, killing vermin. I thought it was hilarious because it's like, what do you think people are going to think? So they was asking Khabib about, like, ring girls. I think they asked him. They asked him. He says, look, I don't want to offend anyone. Ring girls are the most useless people in mixed martial arts. For my thing is, and people, like, I saw a few people like kind of try to get offended online, and I ain't gonna lie, y'all. And I talk about this all the time, but content, I actually was seeking it out. I was scrolling down. I wanted to see if someone was offended, and I wanted to see why. So I found a few people that was offended, and my whole thought was, what did you think he thought? Like, what did you think he thought about women in two pieces? What did you think he thought? You know what I'm saying? And he was like, what's their function? I have a question. You can show that it is second round on the screen. And he's like, I realize that the history makes many mistakes. We read history to avoid mistakes of the past and the future. If we look in history, it says they are useless. That is my personal opinion. Dana White maybe likes it. Maybe you do too. But my name is not Dana. My name is Khabib. That was his whole quote. And I'm just like, what did you think he would think about that? And I just feel like, if you're asking me personally, who cares what I think? Who cares? That's just how it's been done. It's been ring girl. It's just how it's been done. So I don't know. I don't have no strong opinion either way. I mean, who cares? But so, what do you think he would think? And it's like, we can't cancel him, but I think that a lot of fighters, media is too much. The media is just too much. Like, it's too much media, and he's about to get a lot more media because he's not fighting, and he's probably gonna do a lot more interviews. He hop out to Mike Tyson. Like, he about to be doing a lot of shit, and I don't want y'all to be. Like, I don't want y'all to cancel him, man. Straight up, I don't want people to be upset and be like, he's canceled. Because what the fuck did you think he would think? What did you think he would think? And I hope he doesn't get questioned like that no more. No. I hope no one tries to go at him again to try to sensationalize it. But it's like, that was episode 100 million of what did you think he would think? You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I found that funny. I found it funny. And I was like, not only did I find it funny, I found it so dumb. I'm like, why would you ask him this? Like, you know what I'm saying? But nah, man, just to push forward, man. I'm gonna push forward to some fights. I had a whole gang of fights that I was really excited about. And I ain't gonna lie, it's literally so many fights that there's no point in me trying to do all of them. So I'm gonna just give you the fights I was most excited about. It's still gonna be a long list, but so they said November 6th. First of all, November 6th, violence. Whoa, you talk about some violence on a card. Oh my God, this card is destined for violence. You got Usman and Covington. That's gonna be crazy. Then you got my boy Michael Chandler and my boy Justin Gaethje. They're gonna go at it. And then they just added to that card Frankie Edgar and Marlon Vera. And I saw this and I was like, it was last night, and I ain't really paying no mind. Then this morning I looked again and I was like, both of these guys need that fight. Cheeto beat Sean O'Malley, and they gave him the Aldo push, and he lost. But you know, Aldo's still Aldo. Obviously, you see him; he's still him. So he lost. But then it was like, what do you do next with him? And I appreciate them for they kept him like. Where's Frankie? I have to see where Frankie is ranked, but it seemed like they kind of left him pretty high up. Like they didn't screw him over. They gave him another legend. Yeah, Frankie's at 8, Marlon's at 13. Like I thought they would. Oh, and Sean O'Malley is still not in the rankings, but I thought they was gonna screw him over and he was gonna be back to fighting like up and coming guys and like young guys. Like, I thought they were gonna kind of screw him, but hey man, throw him in there with Frankie Edgar, who's ranked at 8 right now, and Frankie, who, I mean, he need a win. Like he need a win at bantamweight. I feel like this is a great fight for both of them. I don't know where it's gonna be. Probably will open up the main card. But you got Frankie, who, I mean, Holloway whooped him down. Just over the past few years, like, I mean, Aldo got him good. Then he beat Stevens. He beat Yair. Then Ortega knocked him out and said, "Oh shit, this is the first time he's been finished. It's crazy. Oh my God." Then he fought Cub, beat Cub. Then Holloway boxed him down, and then the Zombie knocked him out. And he beat Pedro Munoz. It was close. I thought he won, but then he got knocked out again by Corey Sandhagen. It's like, man, you won in one here at bantamweight, and that first win was razor thin. Then you got knocked out. It's like, what's next, Frankie Edgar? And I like the Vera fight. I feel like if he can beat Vera, if he can go out there and whoop him, like it's like, all right, now Frankie can get his proper bantamweight respect. You know what I'm saying? I know Frankie Edgar. That's probably, I mean, for me, and I say all the time, guys are my favorite fighters, but I mean, a lot of that stuff is like legacy. Like people I came up on, I knew like Frankie was that dude, and you know those great Mania fights, man. That'll make anybody a fan. But yeah, man, Frankie's in a. He been finished a few times now. Like he needs this. He needs this. He needs this win. Very slick too, and I feel like Frankie. I ain't say he's been exposed, but he needs to get more to the boxing. He need to box more, especially against a guy like Vera. I feel like he'll be able to box more, and then I'm not saying abandon the wrestling, but go to the boxing first, so you don't get caught with a knee or with an elbow or uppercut or something. Like start with the boxing. But no, I'm super excited about that fight. What a stat card. And then I already know, man. Chris Mountain he's here, man. They gave him a second fight. He's gonna fight in October, man. I'm like, yes. He deserved a second fight, even though he only made $18,000 plus a $75K bonus on the last fight. We ain't getting into the fighter pay though, but hey, man. He's fighting Aaron Phillips. I don't know who Aaron Phillips is. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, and I don't care. I got Chris Mountain by knockout. Put your rent money on it. I really, really hope that guy has a great career. I hope he's not an 0-2 guy who they just cut. Like, oh, you know, we used him for the fight, and now we used him up, and now you know O'Malley's got more tape, but we don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't know this Aaron Phillips cat. Never seen him. Alaskan. Look at some man's highlights. I ain't gonna just sit here and disrespect him. I'm gonna see. But yeah, I hope to see Chris Mountain get a win, man. He literally came in and fought their best guy, the guy that had up and coming, and you know he lost, but. Hey man, he showed I'm tough, and you got to finish me. And he exposed some holes in O'Malley's game, so a lot of people have him to thank. So I see he's got a fight coming up. I was super excited about that. And another fight I saw, this was this morning, hour before I started recording. Nico Price, and I don't know if I don't know if my phone just sends me Nico Price like updates, but every time he got a fight, I feel like I know about it first. And I saw a few days ago that it was working on him and Cowboy fighting, but I didn't pay it no mind. But it's Cowboy Oliveira, I think that's why. But Nico Price, Cowboy Oliveira, man, hey, violence. It's gonna be violence, man. It's gonna be violence. Like I really appreciate Nico Price, and I don't know when. Fight Night 192. I don't know what that card is, but hey, live. Like I said, I love to do shit live. I like to just for y'all to get my actual first response on shit, because a lot of times I sit too long and think about stuff, and I say stuff that I believe, but you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't really believe it. This wasn't in my actual mind. I thought about it. I planned on it. I wrote about what I was gonna say. Like, nah, I'm gonna give you my real honest, straight up. Old Ryan Spann and Anthony Smith. I'll take Anthony Smith. Thank you. No other fights announced for that one. For that card. When is that card? September 18th. They need to get this together because I don't see no. Oh, okay. I don't see nothing that's gonna keep me entertained. Shout out Jim Miller. Jim Miller fighting. Raquel Pennington's back. All right, decent, but yeah, the main event that night for me is Nico Price and Cowboy Oliveira. It's gonna be some straight up violence. But I gotta get into my long list of fights, and I promise I ain't gonna. When the fights come up more, I'll break them down and shit. But this is just like my first response to seeing some shit. Darren Till Brunson September 4th. Till gonna easily just whoop him. I mean. Love Darren Till. I like the way he's talking now. And plus, I just want to see, if Israel goes out there and beats Robert Whittaker again, I want to see Israel fight somebody else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bro, my cup skills today is nothing, bro. Like, I know y'all think it's because I'm burnt out, but literally, it's not. I don't know what's going on. But, that Brunson Till fight is gonna be a good one. I think Till needs to go out there and finish Derek Brunson. That way he can get a title shot. I don't want to see Brunson in Israel again. I don't want to see Paulo Costa in Israel again. I want to see somebody else, especially if he go out there and he finish Robert Whittaker, because Whittaker's look good. It's like, man, well, Whittaker just gonna keep whooping all the contenders. Like, no, somebody else got to fight this dude. So, hope it's Darren Till. The Gustafsson fight is freaking off, man. He's supposed to fight Paul Craig, and that fight is off now. And it sucks, man. We was about to get Gustafsson back, and he's out of retirement, and it sucks, man. We needed some heat. You know what I'm saying? And he was gonna provide that heat. That card was gonna be crazy, but he's out, so whatever. So September 25th, Volkanovski Ortega. Okay, so like I said, I feel like Max Holloway beat Volkanovski twice. That's just how I feel. It is what it is. Ortega's striking has come along so much. I know I've probably raved about his striking more than I have about anything else ever, because I never seen that before. I never seen somebody whose striking was like bland and pedantic come out and look how he looked in those two fights he had after Max Holloway. The Korean Zombie fight, and then who did Ortega fight right before Korean Zombie? He whooped somebody up. Somebody else he whooped up. Ortega looked great, and I'm curious to see what that looks like against Volkanovski. And I'm curious to see if anybody can grab Volkanovski's little neck and choke him out. So that's the one. Then that same night, the real main event. Nick Diaz is back. Of course, that's always the one poster that never shows, but we go up there. Nick Diaz is back. He's back, man. He's gonna fight Robbie Lawler again. They snuck Robbie Lawler into those rankings, so I'm super excited about that. I can give you a whole 30 minutes about how I feel about that, but it's gonna be good to see him back. And then, like I said, Robbie Lawler, he literally transformed his whole body, and the last two times we've seen him, I mean, he ain't been successful, but I'm curious to see what that body gonna look like against a guy who his gas tank is crazy, and a guy who we ain't seen fight in 6 years. Like, I mean, it's just gonna be so good to see Diaz, and I hope he goes out there and gets a dub. It's just gonna be crazy. It's gonna be so crazy to see Diaz fighting. I don't think y'all understand. Like, we have not seen this man since he fought Silva. I got it right there. What year was that? That was New Year's Eve. I don't got my glasses on, but New Year's Eve, whatever year that was, I want to say it was 5 or 6 years ago, but it's just been so long, and it's going to be awesome to see him back. So, yeah, Paulo Costa and the Italian Stallion, I don't care. I'm glad they're fighting. I want to see Paulo Costa fight again, but I don't care if Costa goes out there and wins by knockout. We need Darren Till. We need Darren Till to go out there and be fighting for the belt, so don't care. And I'm gonna leave it right there. That's all. Oh no! The last October card. I ain't gonna go too far into it because I did talk about November 6th, but the last October card at 257 is gonna be crazy. Like I said, I'm giving you my first reaction. You can kill me if you want to. I don't care. In the comments or in your head, or maybe you ain't even watch the video at this point. Who cares? Jan and Glover. It should be Yuri. Jan's gonna win easily. Aljo and Jan, Peter Jan, or Predator, or however you say it. Aljo can go out there and whoop him, man. Just is what it is. He ain't no god. Aljo got him. Islam, RDA, whatever. And that's it. That's all I got. I think Luke Rockhold fights on that card too. I'm excited to see Luke Rockhold back. But yeah, that's it, man. I ain't gonna lie. I've been excited for a lot of fights, but I don't know. It just, and I'm gonna kick back for y'all, boys. We're gonna kick back on the pod. But like, I literally, and I've been thinking about this. Like, a friend of mine said something. He was like, he didn't say is the UFC still good, but basically he was like, is it still the same? And I was like, damn, it's not. And I make MMA videos, or really I make UFC videos. It's the company I like the most. It's got the most fighters I like in it. I mean, it's the one I know. And it's just like, he asked me, was it still the same? And I was like, man, it's not. Like, it's too much over the top trash talk. It's too much Dana White shitting on people that shouldn't be shitting on. Like, it's too much of a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the game, like how I loved the game before, is not how I love the game now. And he made me realize that. And as I was realizing that, I was like, damn, this is crazy. I don't even love this shit how I used to. Like, I mean, of course, there's still fighters you love and this and that, but like the game, I feel like it's different, man. Like, as excited as we used to get for fights, we don't even get that excited anymore. Only for certain guys. Like, and for me, I always speak for me. It's because a lot of the times I really hate the build up. The build up really pisses me off. I'm like, bro, no, I don't have to fucking do this shit. Like, the build up's really fucking annoying, and you know what I'm saying. You have to sit through, like, press conferences used to be something. Now I look at press conferences and I'm like, yeah. Some of them hard hitting questions, yeah, like good questions. A lot of it just be bullshit and it's just different. Like, I mean, I don't know how y'all feel about it, but like being a fan for a long time, it's like now it's just different. Shit is just different. It's not the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like a lot of guys, like, not being around anymore has a lot to do with that. Like, John Jones is not really around anymore. Connor's, just fucking the sport off to get the bread, but he ain't really there. He ain't the same guy. Khabib's retired. GSP's gone. Silva's gone. I mean, Silva's still there, but he's gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had that boxing match with Chavez, and he looked good, and that was cool, but it's not the UFC. So we just staying on the UFC is just like, it's different. Like, I'm looking at these fights I read off and like said I was excited for, and I am, but like, I mean, Frankie's not the same Frankie anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, damn, like, okay, Damian Maia and Jimmy Rivera just got cut. Like, I don't remember if y'all remember. I think Jimmy Rivera was on like an 11-fight win streak, and like, it was like, damn, I think he's gonna challenge for the belt here pretty soon. And you know, fights was getting canceled, injuries, shit happened, and he just had some losses, and now he cut. Damian Maia cut. Like, damn, look where we are. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just different. It's just, I mean, of course, there's new fighters to be excited about. Don't get me wrong, but like, it's just different. And I don't know if it's like me changing personally or like the game changing. But a lot of people I speak to, it's like they kind of be on the same wave, and it's like, dang, it's the game. The game has just changed, and we didn't really change with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Gustafsson, like, he's like, Gustafsson about to fight. I can see that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different, man. It's different, and I don't know why, but yeah, the shit is just different. It's a whole different game, man. Dana White better do something. I ain't say he gonna lose a fan, but I did decide though straight up today. There are other organizations that I know, like I know them all, but I'm not too familiar. Like I said, I didn't grow up on. I don't know the fighters that well, but I don't know, man. I decided today I'm about to really make a serious conscious, except for Glory Kick. I love kickboxing. Like, but I don't get on here and talk about kickboxing. And I don't talk about Glory, you know what I'm saying? I just kind of get on here and do UFC shit, but I don't know. I really am rocking with PFL. Like, I'm rocking with them heavy, and I'm about to start rocking with them heavier. I'm about to literally, like, delve and like remember first becoming a fan of something and you really just like dove into it. Like, I ain't felt that way about I ain't felt that way in a long time. So I think I'm about to go crazy and just be PFL man for like at least this weekend and next week. I'm just about to just get into all they fighters and their content and the guys I don't know, and that's just what I'm about to do. So it's about to be MMA talk. It's about to be PFL talk with your boy Frank. Like, I'm about to get into it, but something, man, need something. Like, the game just ain't the same no more. And you thought like, dang, it's crazy. And I think that maybe it is a personal thing, but when you hear other people talk about it, it's like, yeah, there's only like 6 fighters that if they're fighting, you really stop and do everything. And of those 6 fighters, we're not talking about like the guys who like Conor McGregor getting a 1-off, or Nate getting a 1-off, or John Jones. They 1-off now because what they doing with the heavyweight division. Like, there's only a few guys where if they fighting, you like, there's no way I can miss this card. And I swear to you, it used to be like that for like 30 guys. It used to be like, if they fighting, I gotta be there. I gotta see it. I gotta make sure this Saturday I'm paying for pay-per-view, or we're going to Buffalo Wild Wings, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Hooters, or wherever you go. But now, like, because there's no Buffalo Wild Wings out here. But now it's like, dang. I look at the list of guys, look at these main events coming up, and I'm like, okay. And it's like, dang. I don't know why that is. And the fighters I like a lot. Fighters I respect a lot. Like, but I couldn't miss it. So I want this to be heard the right way, because I still love the UFC and I love MMA. But like, there used to be way more. If he's fighting, we gotta see it. And now there's less. Like, look at all the cards coming up, right? Till and Brunson. Going down the list, blah blah. Nick Diaz, sure, yes, Nick Diaz, but it's a 1-off. Like, he's fought in 100 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? Looking. Peter Yan, that's one for sure. Usman, Gaethje. I'm looking, y'all. I'm looking. I'll go to the top. I'll go to the top pound for pound. Israel, Francis, Holloway. That's 6. And that's all I got. Yeah, Jan, Gaethje. Let me see. That's not Jan Blachowicz, just Peter Yan. Usman, Israel, Francis, Maxie, Justin. That's it. That's 6 or 7. I messed the number up both times. But, like, that's it. I said Usman. Oh, yeah, so that's 7. That's it. Like, and there are other guys up and coming and they're exciting, and but it's just like Cody used to be one of those guys. Aldo used to be one of those guys. Chad used to be one of those guys. Like, there were so many guys that they were fighting, you just didn't want to miss it, and now there's not. And I don't know. I've been trying to figure that out. Like, the game's just different, man. It's just different. Like, and then but honestly, I'll tell you the truth. I'm gonna sit back up because I was in the last moment. But I'm gonna tell you the straight up truth. I really feel like what it is it's the exhaustion that I feel like a lot of us feel with all the bullshit, trash talk, and I said Usman, but I mean, Usman fighting Covington, so it's like you put 2 and 2 together, it makes, you know what I'm saying, you put peanut butter jelly sandwich together, it makes a sandwich or whatever. But it's the rampant trash talk, guys who ain't even that talented. It's the fucking boss shitting on people actively. Like, it's like, oh, it's just so much shit. Like, it's fucked up, man. The game just different. But yeah, that was MMA Talk with your boy Frank. That was an inside look on how I'm feeling about the game right now, man. This shit it ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, in basketball, they talk about when LeBron James retired, like, or the league is in good hands. I agree with that. It's so many guys where if they playing, I gotta see this shit. Like, in football, you got Mahomes, you got Lamar, you got some like exciting motherfuckers. You just want, like, man, what are they gonna do this week? You know what I'm saying? Like, MMA just, like I said, maybe it's me and some people I know, and the people who comments I read, like, you know, because it's media. I can find what I want to see, like people that feel like I kind of feel, and I find those things. And I'm like, maybe it's just us. Maybe there's a pocket of hardcore. That word is so crazy. Maybe it's just a pocket of like real MMA like fans, like old heads. It's just like, ugh, I'm sick of this shit. Like, I don't even want to see it. Like, not I don't want to see it, but like, man, it's hard to even get excited for this shit anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. And guess what? You know what's crazy though? It's like I'm a lifer. If it's event Saturday, guess who's gonna be watching it on Saturday? Me. I'm gonna be right there watching it. So it's like, take what I say with a grain of salt, but also hear what I'm saying, because it's like, man, I lost my phone. But it's like, man, that shit's serious. Like, why is the game not exciting anymore? I'll let y'all figure that shit. I don't know.